Morning, Keller Williams, and welcome to our weekly sales meeting. Got a great one today as we close the door, or at least start to, on November, which means December's here, which means we have but a few weeks left to make 2022 great and get off to a fast start in 2023. So let's go ahead and dive right in, starting this week, as we do every week, with our beliefs. Want to, as we do each week, talk about one of these, and we're going to choose communication this week. We're talking database today, and there's 4 parts to a millionaire real estate agent database, and we're gonna go through those today, believe it or not. But one of them is the third one is to communicate with it in a systematic way, and really important to highlight that communication is going to come in a lot of different ways, shapes, and forms. But the only one where, or how should I say this? You're better off focusing on communicating in a way that creates a conversation and gets you answers to questions, right? So when we look at this belief of seek first to understand, it's really important that sometimes when we think about our 33 touch programs, or we think about making calls, or we think about our Facebook posts about how we sold millions and millions this year, and we're so thrilled. We do the humble brag about how we love to help 96 clients this year, and da-da-da-da-da. Are we providing an opportunity to create a conversation? Because communication is always a two-way street. And are we putting ourselves in a position to learn something about our client, about their motivations, about what's happening in their world, such that we're putting ourselves in a position to be there when they need us? Right? How many times have we called someone and they have, there's two scenarios to this. We called them and they said, oh, you called it just the right time. We are pregnant and we are going to need a bigger house. Or you call and they say, oh my God, it's so great to hear from you. We just moved into our new house. Communication is the key to always knowing when to call at just the right time and avoiding those situations when you are not the realtor because you were not in communication. All right. Oh, whoops. Quick reminder, we are currently in the open enrollment window for health benefits and healthcare. So if you as a 1099 independent contractor don't have a spouse or a partner, and you're like, hey, health insurance is really important to me, or it's something that I need to solve for my family, Keller Williams has partnered with a group called Capstone Financial for a nationwide access, providing nationwide access to different plans and group plans for individuals who are 1099 independent contractors who are in a position that with our organization, they get exclusive and proprietary access to this. So you can either, if you're at your desktop, hit that QR code or pop into, I think it just went into the chat. So pop into the chat and grab that. But as we move through the end of this year, as we start to lay the foundation or have been laying the foundation for 2023 and beyond, it's very important to have yourself protected here. And this is an opportunity exclusive to Keller Williams agents. All right. Upcoming training, big one tomorrow. You have heard and seen some stuff. If you didn't see it, Shoshana posted a little teaser video on Facebook. We have we've got about a dozen seats left, I think, for this class. There is no market, right? And you've heard me talk about this before. I'm going to talk about it again. I'm probably never going to stop talking about it. There is no market where you don't want more listings, right? I know that we've just come from a market, or we're coming out of a market where things sold in hours or in a matter of days. And I've had conversations with agents about, geez, you know, my listing is not, it's been sitting for 18 days, for 24 days, for 30 days. That's great, right? I know that your objective is to sell it, but listings are your first form of leverage. And listings, on average, one listing brings 2 to 3 qualified buyers. If you're holding open houses, lead generating for buyers, et cetera, et cetera. Shoshana is who has listed 50 homes this year. She's doing more than one listing a week, right? She knows a thing or two about winning with sellers. So I would get in the room. You have to physically be in the room. There is no Zoom option for this. Get in the room and soak it all up, and then hit the ground running to take listings in 2023. That is the definition of market share, right? If you take every listing and you bring every buyer, you can have all the business. So don't miss tomorrow, 1 p.m. to 3:30 in the Pepper Pike office, 3rd floor training room. Be there or be square. And then speaking of square, if you don't attend the holiday party, you'll be square. Now, we're going to have a really, really great time on Saturday night from 5 to 8:30. Come one, come all. Get your tickets. The link is in the chat. This is a real fun time. Drink tickets provided. Massive dance floor. If you think my chair dancing skills are good, wait till you see what I can do with a 400 square foot dance floor. It's really impressive. It's really embarrassing, actually. And I won't tell you whether or not I'll be dancing. You'll just have to show up and find out. But guys, grab your tickets. Every agent in our office gets 2 tickets. Bring a friend, bring a family member, bring a partner, bring your spouse. If you got anybody you want to bring them. This is a big celebration of what has been another great year for our company. We want to kick off the holiday season right and do it by celebrating with all of you. So pop into the chat, grab that link, get tickets for yourself and a friend, family member, or anyone else, and let's get ready to boogie on Saturday night. It's going to be a great time. If you have any questions, please, by all means, let us know. And we will see you there. Then we roll into December. December is on the horizon, and our first sales meeting in December will be in person in Rocky River. Our Rocky River folks, looking at you, Don Jarecki. Don Jarecki will be there in the flesh. You can't tell it on the Zoom, but the man is a mountain. He goes about 6'10". But we'll all be together there in Rocky River, and we're going to talk about writing winning offers. I know it sounds crazy because not everything is going in multiples of 40, but here's the thing. We still have to write good offers, and we have to write the best offer for this market, right? So understanding how to write an offer in a balanced market is going to be incredibly different from how to write one in a buyer's market, or excuse me, in a seller's market. All right. And so we've got some top talent here from the Rocky River office that's going to be going through all the things that they do. They've been changing and tweaking with their contract writing and negotiating to deliver wins for their clients. And just I may need to go back. Oh, man. All right. Real quick, this is in person in the Rocky River office. So we'll be up on the 3rd floor. Don't miss out. Great opportunity to get back, reconnect, and press the flesh here in the River office. And then on December 7th in Pepper Pike, our productivity coaches combined forces in a Voltron fashion to bring a very, very powerful program they're calling Reignite. And I know it seems like, hey, didn't we just do a business planning clinic? We did. And I would challenge you all to be honest with yourself when I ask the question of how much have you looked at or engaged with that. Or if you missed it, maybe when you onboarded with the company, or whenever you, the last time you had a family planning session with your spouse, you were talking about your goals or what you need to have happen. Eric and Wesley have put together a program that is designed to reignite your focus during a time of year where you're going to get pulled in a lot of different directions. So ahead of New Year's resolutions, ahead of New Year's Eve parties, and ahead of all of the other people showing up at the gym in January, you're going to start building really effective habits that are driven by your big why and pointed at creating your life by design. There's no cost to this or anything like that. It is going to be an outstanding session, 10 a.m. to noon on Wednesday, December 7th. Everybody should be there. This is not something that is exclusive to productivity coaching clients. This is open to the entire company. So if you're looking for some help dialing in and getting focused and getting right as we move into the new year, this is where you need to be. And then immediately after that, pop on to a Zoom with Scott Shields, a CPA that will be providing a 2-hour CE class, 2 hours of CE around providing insights for tax savings for your clients, right? So take advantage of that. For anyone that has a renewal in December or January and you're looking to scrape together a couple more hours of CE, here is a great opportunity to do it, get it done, and stay in business. And then finally, on December 9th, from 9 a.m. to noon, we have a road show coming to Cleveland. This is an agent-specific event focused on KW Command. I'm going to talk a little bit more about Command in a minute as it relates to your database. But if you are completely brand new, or if you are a master power user of Command, there will be something for you here in exploring the upgrades, improvements, and elements of connectivity that exist inside the KW Command platform. There are only 2 real estate enterprises that have proprietary real estate platforms. One of them is Keller Williams, and the other one is suffering a really tough time in the stock market. Their name's Compass. They actually just closed their Cleveland operation. So from a tech advantage standpoint, it's in Keller Williams court. You have arguably the most powerful technology resource at your fingertips provided as a part of this company. So if you're looking for ways to explore it more, understand it more, engage with it more, this is a great event. We've got our regional tech trainer coming in for the event. It's going to be awesome. Grab the link, hit the QR code, and we'll see you there.
Also, Mike, that one is at Keller Williams and Citywide. So it's not at either of our 2 offices. It's actually going to be in Westlake.
Oh, excellent. Excellent. Thanks for that. And then calling all dual career agents. I'm speaking to anyone who's currently at work listening to this, or who's catching this as a recording after the Zoom on Monday, December 5th, next Monday. We have an awesome panel with 2 of our top dual career agents. So we're going to talk about how they structure their day, how they coordinate their all of their client work, all of their client facing activities around this idea that, hey, I am on my way, or not just yet in a position to do real estate full time. And there's some really powerful takeaways that'll be coming from these 2. Very excited. Lindsay and Sarah are both incredibly talented agents in our office. We love the opportunity to bring this to all of our dual career agents. As we know, it is hard to jump into this industry with both feet, and providing the opportunity for people to have a glide path into growing a new career is incredibly exciting. So don't miss out. Don't miss out on this opportunity. Monday, 6 p.m., Rocky River Training Room. Oh, goodness. And then finally, this Thursday, December 1st, we will flip the like switch with our mortgage partner, Tiffany Haddendorf Smith, as she breaks down guides to influencing, attracting, and winning over people. Fantastic book here, definitely on my to be read list. Have not made it to it yet. And who knows, maybe after I listen to Tiffany talk about it, I won't have to, and you won't have to either. Just a reminder that the reverse book club means that somebody else reads the book. You don't have to. So 11 a.m. on Thursday, be there to hear Tiffany break down her top takeaways from the like switch. And then finally, mark your calendars for a great event in January 25th from 9 a.m. to 1:30 p.m. We have a couple folks coming from Keller Williams Realty International who are going to be talking about how to shift into overthrive. So this is a regional program focused on generating more leads, staying in the right activities, implementing the right leverage, and honing the right skills. So very excited as we have shifted both as a market and out of the pandemic. Very excited to see our region and Keller Williams Realty International continuing to lean in and provide opportunities for us to plug into that large global network of talent that exists here at Keller Williams. In case anyone forgot or didn't know, Keller Williams is the largest real estate company in the history of the world, with just over 200,000 agents worldwide. So Matt Green and Donnie will be bringing, Donnie Brookman will be bringing the heat in January. Put it on your calendars now. And then last but certainly not least, family reunion. You saw some traffic on the Facebook group this past weekend about people already signing up for that. If you are interested, speak with your CPA or your tax professional and find a way to make this a tax write-off for you. I believe it could be. And then get yourself on a plane to Anaheim for the largest real estate event in the world. We'll probably have close to 30,000, 25 to 30,000 people in Anaheim for Family Reunion 2023. Guys, this is going to be a massive event. It's the 40-year anniversary for Keller Williams. It is the largest annual event for Keller Williams, 40-year anniversary, and it will be jam-packed with all-star panels, Gary himself doing the market update, as well as a number of other of our KWRI leaders. But beyond that, the networking opportunity, the referral opportunities, we have agents. If you don't know them, the North Star team, Doxy Jelks and Lisa Gaines, go to Family Reunion and Mega Camp every year, and they build their business off of referrals. They've built their business off of referrals, and they will tell you that they can pay for that trip 5 times over with the referrals they get while they're there. So get there, get educated, get networked, and get paid, and get your tickets now, because it will 100% sell out. Doing that, sorry. And then, as we do every month, we have 2 career nights coming up on the 12th and the 19th of this month. The 12th in Pepper Pike, the 19th in Rocky River, 6:30 p.m., both sides of town, Zoom and in person. If you know anyone who is looking ahead to 2023 and considering a change in career, the opportunity to be their own boss, the opportunity to earn unlimited amounts of money, then there is an opportunity for them here at Keller Williams. We are always growing. And guys, look, that goes for anyone that you know who might be with another brokerage currently, right? Just because somebody signed on at XYZ brokerage doesn't mean that they don't have the same opportunities to find success here that you have. So if you know anyone at any stage in the game, please introduce them to me. I would love the opportunity to speak with them and support them on their next steps of finding their way to an industry that is absolutely life-changing, and more importantly, to our company, which is doubly so. All right. That's enough of me for the minute. Let's throw it over to the mountain men of mortgage. It doesn't look like Hadley shaved today, which, doesn't really make a big difference because he's a baby face, but doesn't look like he shaved. Jarecki, you got to get him in line.
What a beautiful segue.
You were Paskey? Really?
Yeah, I did.
Maybe I'll just grow my hair out and really challenge you here, but it'll be a little while before I catch up. So, a couple of things. This week we've got some economic happenings. We have another inflation report coming out Thursday. We have employment numbers Friday, and then 2 weeks and 2 days we have the Fed meeting, which is probably going to bump the rate about 0.5%. That being said, we're feeling pretty good about where rates are. We went from the mid to low sevens, now comfortably into the sixes for most 30-year mortgages. And hopefully we can kind of stick that out here with the next few announcements coming up. What I want to touch on today is we've mentioned in the past in a few meetings, OFA. Just to be clear, we are 100% an OFA lender, OFA, OHFA, or if you go to ohiohome.org. Just to quickly touch on this, this is the state sells bonds. With those bonds, they finance programs for used to be kind of considered low to moderate income and first-time home buyers, but they've opened that up a little bit. You can qualify for some OFA programs with an income as high as $102,000. So this program offers down payment assistance. It offers MCC credit. It allows us to do a 5% down conventional two-family, which is pretty much unheard of in any other program. So, I guess a quick takeaway, if you've got somebody thinking, well, I want to buy a house, but I don't have enough money saved up, or, they're waiting to see what first-time home buyers come around, that it's a great kind of shoe-in to say, hey, let me get you in touch with somebody who can explain how those programs work. These typically take 30 to 40 days to close because there's a Columbus sign-off, state approval as well. But just know that we're available to discuss this, and it's a great way to get your foot in the door for home ownership. And one quick detail: these are conventional or FHA or VA. And the statistic just came out this week: 1 in every 4 transactions is either VA or FHA. So don't shy away from VA or FHA buyers or offers. DJ?
Yeah, not a whole lot to add. Minimum credit score requirements 640 for conventional VA, USDA, and 650 for FHAs, the minimum credit score to use these down payment assistance programs. So it's pretty wide open, and the rates are pretty strong. If you got somebody below in the upper 600s that can grab this program on a conventional deal, that's a great product for them. And this does come with income limits, I think Sean indicated also.
Yeah, it's also, not just exclusive first-time home buyers. There's Recent Grads has a program. There's a Heroes program. So a lot of options there. And then the MCC that Sean mentioned, that's a tax credit. The restrictions on that are way less, or the requirements on that are way less. You might have someone that could absolutely qualify for this program. It's just free money that's out there. They just need to apply for it easy enough, and we can get it for them.
I love that. Thank you, gentlemen and guys, team, everybody. As the market continues to shift, as the economy continues to shift, these are the elements of creative financing that we talk about in the book Shift, right? Knowing these things, access to tax credits, additional funding through the state, those elements are the difference between growing your business in the face of an economic shift or going out of business. And so we have a triple threat of resource here in Sean, Don, and Chris, and appreciate you guys being here. Please make sure that you and your clients are in communication with them. As the market gets tougher, experience is going to be more important. If you're not engaging with these guys, you'll wish you had. All right, over to the title team. I saw Jade Tishka on the line. Jade?
Good morning, everyone. Not much for me today, but I did want to remind everyone that next Wednesday we are doing a 2-hour CE. It will be virtual, and it will be on just saying no to taxes. So I will drop the link to sign up for that in the chat. And other than that, I am looking forward to seeing hopefully all of you on Saturday.
Woo. All right. We'll see you there. Over to Miss Gina Legeza. Good morning, Gina. How are you today?
Good morning, everybody. Great to be here. Great to see everybody. I was thinking about the temperatures as we're getting colder, units cannot be tested. So it's so important to talk to your clients about home warranty. Also waiving inspections, and we talked about 2 weeks ago, homeowners, over 40% are living paycheck to paycheck. These are all great reasons, folks, why your client should be protected with a home warranty. Remember, our program protects the homeowners, gives them a peace of mind, and helps with those out-of-pocket expenditures that come with owning a home. So just a few thoughts this morning, very important as we go into furnace season. Make sure your clients are protected. Great to see everybody. Thank you.
All right. Thank you. Will we see you on Saturday?
So I will be going for surgery on Tuesday.
Oh, no.
So I will be going for my cancer removal. So I'll probably be out 2 or 3 weeks, and then I can boogie with everybody. So
we will celebrate on the other side of that, Gina.
Absolutely, we'll be celebrating at Bold for sure.
Yes, we will. Yes, we will.
Session of Bold. So just wanted to let everybody know Renee Kozak will be covering for me. I'm expected to be out for 2 to 3 weeks, but just prayers and well wishes. I appreciate everybody, just wishing me the best during this time off.
You've got both coming your way in a big way, my friend.
Thank you, Michael. I appreciate everybody. Lots of love to everybody.
All right. And I don't think I saw Jess on this morning. She'll stop me if she is here, but we are going. Oh, hey, there you go. Look at that.
Yeah, can you see me?
I can see you now. Yep.
Oh, good. Hey, everybody. Good morning. Jessica here with Greater Metropolitan Management. Today, I wanted to share some information about the lead paint program. We are getting ready to handle rental registrations for all of the cities that require rental registrations, and Cleveland is one of those cities. They did eliminate having to have the lead testing done for evictions a few months ago. However, they do require the lead testing to be completed and certified to get your rental registration. So this is just another roadblock for your clients, or if you have any properties in Cleveland where they are still requiring you to get that lead testing done and get certified. So if you have any questions about that, don't hesitate to reach out to me. I'd be happy to tell you whatever I know and help you and your clients however I can.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Jess. Appreciate you being here, and we'll see you on Saturday. All right, gang, moving into our focus for the day, dominating your database. Now, first of all, congratulations to everyone's here. There's a joke in real estate that around Halloween, realtors turn into pumpkins, and they stay that way until the Easter money shows up in April. And that's the cycle of a lot of real estate agents' engagement with their business. Your business is not closed transactions. It's not even pipeline. It's not even appointment. It is your database, right? Or your data bank. And so we have an opportunity here, and we're going to break it down about how to maximize our future by really dominating the database over the next 30 days. There are 4 rules in the Millionaire Real Estate Agent around database. First, you build a database, right? That is, you have a central repository, not multiple. It is not in your phone, in your Dotloop contacts, in your MailChimp, in your constant contact folder, and in Command. You consolidate into a database, and then you feed it every day. You don't feed it once a week. You don't feed it, on the last day of every month with everybody you've met. You get in there and you feed it every day. Then you communicate to it in a systematic way, and you service all the leads that come your way. Real close to rhyming there, day, way. I need to find a new way to say that last one. So here's the magic number, guys. I know there's a lot of people who got on this call just because of what was in the subject line of that email. Here's the magic number. The inflection point around annual gross commission income and contacts in your database is 201. When you break through the 200 threshold with contacts in your database, that's name, phone number, email, and home address, right? You got to have those 4 components. When you've got 200 or more contacts in there, the average agent in that pool earns over $100,000 of gross commission income. All right. So how do we know that? Well, we have this massive, sophisticated, powerful tool called KW Command, in which thousands and thousands, tens of thousands, over 100,000 agents have plugged into and are using to run 6-figure businesses. And we're able to see, hey, for the people who don't have any contacts, guess what? They don't make very much money. And for the people that only have a few contacts, they really don't make much more money. And then on as you go, right, bit by bit, as you add more people into your database, more money comes your way, right? And 201 is the point where we're hitting that magic number for everybody that is in the business. They want to make $100,000 a year, right? Want to make $100,000 a year. And to do that, 201 contacts in there. So this is a really cool piece of the puzzle that has been a recent unlock by KWRI, is really focused in. It's not just more contacts, right? While yes, more contacts equals more money, your main gain is getting from less than 100 to over 200 dramatically changes the amount of business that you can do, right? And for those of you who are going to be at Family Reunion, exploring Family Reunion, there's going to be a big focus around pushing your database above 200 contacts prior to that event. And there's going to be some additional opportunities for everybody in the company as that threshold becomes more and more salient. But think in your mind right now, how many contacts do I have where I have name, phone number, email, and home address? I'm sure you've got 1,000 numbers in your phone, and it's probably a bunch of agents that you've worked with, or it's people that showed up to an open house, but truly a contact that is healthy. Because as Virgil, the great thinker and poet, said, your greatest wealth is health. Now, he said this thousands of years ago, and he didn't know that he was talking about your database, right? So in KW Command, there is a really crystal clear way to understand how healthy your database is. And that is through the database health dashboard, right? So you can see here, this is my database, my personal database. You can see that I've got the majority of my contacts have a phone number and an email. I'm running a little light on addresses and even lighter on neighborhood assignments, right? So if I wanted to improve the health of my database, I would hop on the horn and get people's addresses, confirm people's emails, send them an email to get their phone number, and so on and so forth, right? But the idea is that I've got a dashboard here that I don't have to build some Excel spreadsheet or grid it out or go bit by bit and check boxes to understand, hey, do I have everybody's phone number, email, or all that? No, it's right here. And what's great is I can click through on this and get everyone that I don't have an address for, right? If you're sitting around or standing around or laying around, if you're just around wondering, who do I need to call, right? And maybe your pipeline's a little light. You only got one deal going. You got buyers and sellers that are just saying like, yeah, come February 1st, I'm going to be shot out of a cannon. You want to stay in good habits. Find the people you don't have an address for. Call them, right? Find the people that and say, hey, listen, you know, well, we're going to talk a little bit of scripting here, but hey, listen, there's a lot going on in the market. As your realtor, I want to make sure you have everything. One thing I don't have of yours is your address. Can I grab that from you real quick? I mean, guys, it's Northeast Ohio. People are nice. No one's going to get super weirded out by a realtor asking them for their address, right? It's actually weirder if you, as their realtor, don't have their address. Pretty hard to help people with their largest financial asset if you don't know where it is. That's like asking your stockbroker where you're invested. And he's like, I don't really know. I haven't looked. I was hoping you could tell me. Right? So if nothing else, look, if you've got anything in command, you're going to have a database health score. And how's that health score calculated, right? So step one of the Millionaire Real Estate Agent database model is build a database. And I'm going to say build it with good health. So you're going to have a health score for your overall database. You just saw that on mine. Mine's 72%. The average agent in our market center is 55%, right? Average agent in the market center is 55%. And I will tell you, there are some people that are driving that average up massively, right? As you look in the back end of this, you can see that we are, most people are below 50%. They're usually working with name and phone number, right? So how do you increase your database health score? Why is this important? Well, I've got bold here, in bold, name, email, phone number, and home address, right? Those are the four things that we said were part of that magic number to earn over $100,000 a year in GCI. And those are the four things that you need to have to hit an 80% health score, right? And guys, I'll tell you what, I learned it in college. C's get degrees, right? And an 80 is a solid C, right? So get to 80%, get those four things, right? As you get more comfortable working your database, you're going to want birthday and home anniversaries in there. That's an easy add. You're going to want to remember if you met this person at an open house or if they were referred to you by someone. You're going to want people in your database that are tagged as your referral partners. They're gold, silver, or bronze based on how much they give you and who they give you, right? But listen, you can go really far into the database world. I have, and it's awesome. And the most important things and the only things that you need are name, phone number, email, and home address. And if you don't have all four of those, don't worry about when somebody's birthday is, right? Hey, happy birthday. I don't know where to send the card because I don't know where you live, right? Doesn't work that way, right? Second thing, you're going to feed that every day. So question, where are you going in the next 33 days? In the next 33 days, you will have holiday parties, you'll have dinners, you'll have cocktail hours, you'll have let's get together before the holidays, you'll have I'm in town visiting, just before New Year's, let's get together. You'll have New Year's Eve parties, you'll have the New Year's 6 bowl games, right? You are going to interact with more people in the next 33 days than you have in the last 330. Think about that. You will have more hand-to-hand interactions in the next 33 days than you've had in the entire year thus far. It's statistically accurate. So how are we going to feed that database every day? That's step number 2 of a Millionaire Real Estate Agent database or 100,000 AIR database, is how are we going to feed that every day? So what's your system for capturing someone's name, phone number, email, and home address? There are those among us who keep a little notebook in their pocket and will take down information when they get in touch with someone or are introduced to someone or bump into someone, right? It's old-fashioned, but it works. You can get their information real time and put it in your phone. All right. Don't hand out business cards. Like if you want to hand out a business card, great. But that is passive lead generation. Active lead generation is, let me get your name and phone number. And then I'll check in with you tomorrow. And then when you're on the phone with them, you get their email and their home address, you get it all at once, whatever. You can do a Google form to collect that information, right? Somebody can just go in there, pound through it, pops into a spreadsheet, great. Or KW Command, the system built around the idea of getting everyone into your database and helping you communicate to it systematically, has an app that to download, somebody hits a QR code and they have to put in all that information, right? So they do all the work for you. But regardless of what you, or how rather, you want to capture somebody's information, name, phone number, email, home address, have a system. Because here's the thing that I know, that regardless of whether or not you capture that information, you are actually going to interact with more people in the next 33 days than you have in the last 330. And so it's up to you whether or not you capture any of that information, right? One person a day puts you what is that, about 15.8% of the way to your goal, right? Of 200 contacts, if you're starting with 0, right? So take advantage of that, or don't. You're still going to have the interactions. It's just whether or not you capture the information. And then we're going to communicate to it in a systematic way. Here is my key tip on that. Go onto the YouTube channel, find the sales meeting from November 15th. We did a deep dive into the 33 Touch program, which is the systematic model in the Millionaire Real Estate Agent for communicating to your database. So you figure out, do I want to send a keychain? Am I going to do phone calls? Am I going to do newsletters, neighborhood nurtures, automated smart plans? Oh yeah, I could get 16 of my touches prompted to me or automatically pushed to my client just with 2 smart plans, a monthly neighborhood nurture and a quarterly call plan, so that every month they get an update on everything that's happening in their neighborhood. KW Command is plugged into every MLS in the United States. So even if you have somebody in your database that lives in Texas, I got a guy in Cincinnati, one of my fraternity brothers. The only time we ever communicate is when he has a question about what's happening in his neighborhood, because he's on the monthly neighborhood nurture, right? He lives in Cincinnati. It's KW Command's plugged in the Cincinnati MLS, right? Just like every other MLS in the United States. So get 12 easy touches. You're already more than a third of the way to your program, 4 more with quarterly phone calls, and then have fun with the rest, guys. But this strategy for your database covered full-throated by Carrie Mitchell in the previous sales meeting, November 15th. It's on the YouTube channel. Then you want to service all leads that come your way. And I'm going to make this is really, really simple stuff here, but you want to, that should say no more than a 5-step process for working with buyers or onboarding a buyer, onboarding a seller, or thanking a referral, right? And the reason I say no more than 5, and immediately somebody's thinking like 5's not enough. There's a lot more that goes into working with a buyer than 5 steps. Yeah, probably. But you don't have those written down and they're not a simple process for you to follow. So I'm going to tell you that you will do whatever you have to do along the way. But if you don't know where somebody is in your process, you don't have a pipeline, right? So for a buyer, it could be, hey, I got a lead. That's terrific. I got this lead. You're going to call, text, or email that lead and get a 2-way conversation going. And you're going to use the LP Mama script. Who knows the LP Mama script? Feel free to unmute and drop it on me if you do, if you could be so bold. I feel like Andrew knows most of it. So the LP Mama script is a great one for buyers, guys. Write this down, LP Mama. Location, where do you want to buy, right? I got an email from an agent in Texas yesterday who had a referral for somebody who wanted to invest in Cleveland, right? And they wanted to be matched with an agent. A lot of different, Cleveland, the greater Cleveland area is pretty broad. So do you want to invest in Cleveland proper? Do you want to invest in east side suburbs? Do you want to invest in the west side? Different expertise required there. So what location do you want to be in? Be as specific as possible. What price are you operating at? So P is for price, hey, what price range are you at? And if they say, oh, 300,000, great. Easy segue to the first M, which is mortgage, right? Will you be purchasing with cash or are you planning to finance? Right? I wish I could buy with cash. Oh, okay, great. So you're financing. That's awesome. Who are you working with as a mortgage partner? Right? Oh, I'm going through my bank at PNC or, my guy at Key, or I haven't done that yet. Okay. You don't have to jump down their throat about pre-approval yet, but just note it. First A is agent. Make sure they're not working with another agent. Or if they have worked with another agent in the past, understand what was good or bad about that. The second M is motivation. What is the motivation for the move? You've heard me say ad nauseum that people only buy and sell houses for 6 reasons: birth, death, marriage, divorce, promotion, and demotion. Some form of that. What is the motivation? And the motivation might be that, we're going to move dad in with us and mom or dad in with us, and we're going to sell the home, right? Okay, there's a motivation there that we want to get dad in the home. We want to release the equity, right? Or their motivation might be that, we are preparing to grow our family in 2023. So we want to get ahead of that. We don't want to move while we're with child. Whatever it is, right? That motivation is going to help you understand, is this a now buyer? Is this a hot buyer in the next 3 months? Is it a nurture buyer, in the next 6 to 9 months? Or is it a watch that, hey, we'll probably move sometime in spring of 2024 once the kids are out of school. Great. That's a watch, right? And guess what? Things will always change. They can move forward, they can move out. That's why we want to keep a big pipeline. And then the last day, get the appointment. Location, price, mortgage, agent, motivation, and appointment. And the appointment is where you're going to take them through your buyer presentation and get an agreement signed. Get a buyer broker agreement signed that says, yes, I'm going to work with you. Cool. Then if they aren't pre-approved, push them over to Sean Hadley, Don Jarecki, or Chris Bullock. If they are pre-approved, make sure that they're getting the best rate. Make sure they're working with a mortgage professional, not a consumer banking agent. And then set them up on searches on the MLS, or you could use that command app that you captured their information in and set them up there so they can scroll and scroll and scroll and find something they like, heart it, and you get told. And then finally show homes and negotiate offers. Now, I want to reiterate, there are more things that go into helping somebody buy a home than that. But if you know that you've got 3 pre-approvals, 2 people or 22 people on searches, and you're showing 1 person homes, you know where you need to get to with everybody else, right? Or you know what you're going to do. That way, when a lead comes your way, it's not, oh my gosh, I got to figure out what I'm going to do with this person. It's like, no, you get on the phone, you LP mama. Then you set up an appointment, right? Come into the office, sit down. We're going to go through what the entire home buying or home selling process looks like. Okay, great. Pre-approval, leverage your resources. Next step, get them the information that they're looking for. And finally, get them the homes and negotiate their offers. So here's how we're going to get into action as we leave our conversation today. Step 1, we're going to improve our database health. So if you have a missing address, phone number, or email, this is a script for you. Screenshot it, take a picture with your phone. We'll send it out afterwards. It is very simply, hey, what's up? 2022 was another exciting year. Market shifting in Northeast Ohio. Want to make sure you have the most up-to-date information about what's happening as your realtor. right? Remind them that you're their realtor, not as a realtor, but as your realtor. When I was looking you up, I noticed I didn't have your email, phone number, or address. I would say it's weird if you don't have their name, but you know what? Try it. See what happens. You know, if you don't have somebody's name, just call them and start telling them they're your realtor, or you're their realtor. So anyway, when I was looking you up, I noticed I didn't have your email, phone number, or home address. Would you share that so I can get you all the information you need in the coming year? There are a few, but not many people in Northeast Ohio who are going to say no. We're just warm and hearty people, right? So this is a great script, guys. And as you go through, yeah, you're going to have somebody that you've known for years that you don't have their email. That's weird. It's also going to be weird for them, right? Somebody you might have bought with, you could have lost their email. You could have changed the email. Hey, is this still a good email for you? Whatever. But there's your script to improve your database health. Number 20 or 20, what am I talking about? Next, number 2, feed your database daily. Get out there. Get out there. Don't waste the next 33 days. Don't be a pumpkin. Don't be a turkey. Don't wait for spring market. Get out there. Do the hand-to-hands. Make hand-to-hand contacts. Press the flesh. Don't skip a party. Don't skip a dinner. Don't skip a cocktail hour. Don't skip anything. You're going to meet more people in the next 33 days than you will in the last 330. Get into action. Start communicating. Start your 33 touch plan now. And go back to the sales meeting that we did 2 weeks ago that lays it all out and comes with a customizable formula, a spreadsheet that everybody can download and use to customize that. And then just start touching people. And then final, get into action, be accountable. Be accountable. So set a goal. Just take a snapshot of where you're at with your database today. Because here's the thing. If you added another 200 contacts to your database, would you make less money? No. So figure out what you want to do. What would you love to roll into the new year with? Share it with your coach, your rainmaker, your colleagues. Hell, share it with me. I don't care. Like, somebody's got to know what your intention is so that they can follow up on it, and then track it every day. Think about this right now. Quick, actionable thought exercise. Who'd you meet yesterday? Who did you interact with that is not in your database? I bet there's somebody. I bet there's somebody. Even if you just went, you didn't go anywhere. You just stayed at home, had a lazy Monday after the holidays, clicked around Instagram, made some Facebook posts. Yeah, there's probably somebody who liked or commented one of your posts that is not in your database. What a great and easy way to farm people, right? And we learned about that from Chris 3 weeks ago. Was it 3 weeks ago? Maybe Chris was 2 weeks ago. Either way, we learned about that. Get the conversation offline. So go back through your old Facebook posts. Who is commenting or liking your Facebook post that is not in your database? Easy way to go farm, and then reward yourself. Guys, it's December is the deck isn't for 10, it's for decadent. That's what the deck in December is all about. So just go ahead and treat yourself a little bit once you hit your database goal, because you are putting yourself in a position to have a long and strong business. I'm going to throw this back up here so you can see it once again. The idea of breaking through that threshold of 200 is one of the largest gainers for your GCI, and this is a data-driven endeavor, right? We are looking at literally over 100,000 people's databases in Command, and since they're all in Keller Williams, we know how much they're making. And what do you know? There are fewer people with more people in their database, but those fewer people make more money, right? There's about $3.5 million in close to $4 million in GCI for the people that have nobody in their database. And there's about $6 million in GCI for the 2,000 people that have over 5,000 people in their database, right? So what do you know? Pareto, right, once again, 80% of the GCI going to the top 20% of agents with contacts. So if you've got any goal next year, you can get yourself closer to it with a stronger database. Questions, thoughts, ahas, drop them in the chat, unmute. We've got a couple minutes left here if anyone wants to share. Remember, guys, the key here, get into action. Get into action around this. If you need somebody to call today, go into your database, click the people who don't have addresses and call them and ask them if you can send them a holiday card. Easiest way to get an address right now is to say, hey, I want to send you a holiday card. Probably everybody, with the exception of me, is not going to say, hey, no thanks, I get enough of those. All right. You don't have to put me on your mailing list. It's fine. They don't even get displayed. But everyone else is going to be like, oh my God, yeah, that'd be awesome. Boom, address, boom, neighborhood nurture, boom, follow up, boom, business. That's the MREA 2.0 4-step plan for a database coming to you some point in the next decade. All right, guys, that's all for today. Go forth and conquer. Have a strong finish to November. We will see you in Rocky River in person December 6th for a kickoff of our contract series to make sure that you are skill building for the market ahead. See you there, guys. Have an awesome, awesome day.